Huh. Heard some rumbles, this one didn't get you either. Figure I shouldn't be surprised.
Those raiders won't be causing us any more problems.
That's what I've been hearing. So I suppose your recent success brings us to the next step. Loyalty. Without loyalty, everything that's yours ain't. And to keep a crew loyal, you need to keep them happy. Now, keeping raiders happy isn't real hard. Just have to make sure they've got their basic necessities, just like any other settlement. That they've got some things to keep them entertained, and that their food's taken care of, which, with raiders, well, isn't like dealing with other settlements. Now, if you want me to go into detail on any of that, you just say.
What can you tell me about entertainment for the outpost?
Well, it's a damn handy way to keep folks distracted if you're lacking in certain basics. Constructing pick-me-up stations or getting one of your crew working on a booze still will certainly help lift your outpost's spirits. And if the place has got a Nuka World transmitter powered up, you can construct amplifiers to help as well. Anything else I can answer for you?
Tell me more about providing food for the outpost.
So, managing your outpost's food can get a little tricky. No one ever joined a crew to dig in the dirt, so you'll want to make sure you've convinced enough settlements to supply your gang. People at the outpost can farm in a pinch, but they sure as hell won't be happy about it. Now, if you're ever wondering if your outpost has enough food, you should take a look in your Pip-Boy. It ought to have a page that'll show you everything your outpost currently needs, food included. If they're low on grub, it's probably time to get a new settlement supplying you. Or you could always drop some food direct in their workshop if it comes to it. Now, was there something else?
I want to know more about managing the outpost's basic necessities.
Day-to-day needs. They're pretty. Just need to make sure you've set up solid defenses. Plenty of beds under cover. And enough. Is there anything else?
I think I've got everything.
Sure. If you've ever got more questions, no better tool to tell you what your outpost may be. Now, this time around, seems the outpost doesn't need much setting up. Means we can start looking onward. And with the place in as good shape as it is, I was thinking it might be time I set up shop there. Save you a trip anytime you want to run a job. You just let me know if that's something that'd interest you. So, you ready for the final piece of the puzzle?
And that is?
Bodies. And not the kind the disciples like to leave sitting. Because what you've made is a foothold. To solidify our place, our outfit's gonna need some 2 more outposts carved from the Commonwealth. Get all that together, and with that kind of clout, we'll be able to start setting up dealers at our out. We keep expanding from there, we'll even be able to set up. But I'm getting ahead of myself. For now, you'll want to start by. You just let me know whenever you want to get. So, boss, what's the.
Was hoping you could arrange a job for me.
You got it. Just need the details.
Let me think about it.
I'm in no hurry.
Disciples. Bunch of amateurs playing dress-up.
Sure could use a drink. You know, I'm not convinced pack members aren't just ferals someone threw in stupid.
How about something a little more challenging next time?
Well, well.
You ain't gonna
Hadn't been
right?
expecting you so soon. Here's your piece of the take. There's another job that could use your skills, boss. Would you want in?
Oh, yeah.
An old ally's requested assistance in disposing of someone. I want them in our debt, so...
Who am I up against?
Raiders. Nothing but pushovers.
I expect you to...
When it's all said and done, there...
Sure. My kind of work.
Was hoping that's what you'd say. Watch yourself.
Mags, William, and Lizzie. All you have to do...
Hello, neighbor.
Hi.
Welcome, neighbor. We're always glad to see a new face around here. Tell me something. You ever feel like this whole world is broken? Do you ever wonder why things can't be the way they were in the good old days?
The whole world is broken.
That's what I used to think. Until I found a way to make a difference, to transform my life, and maybe everyone else's too. We call ourselves the Pillars of the Community. We're a pretty new movement, but we're growing fast all across the Commonwealth. And you step right this way and I'll be...
Sounds good.
Well, that's just fantastic.
You should talk to Brother Thomas about how to join our
Don't
movement.
be shy. Just follow me. I'm always excited to welcome a new member into our fold. Alrighty. I hope you're as excited as I am. This is one of my favorite parts of the job, getting to welcome new members into our movement. The first step is simple. You have to learn to give up your attachment to material possessions in order to gain the ability to have true wealth, health, and happiness. Just go ahead and give me everything you own, and I'll initiate you as a first-level pillar of the community.
You've got to be kidding. You want me to give you everything I have?
The first step is the hardest, neighbor. But it's the only way to cast off your old life and start on the road towards your future health, wealth, and happiness. Don't you think that's worth a small, temporary sacrifice?
What do I get in return for giving you everything I own?
You're still stuck in old thinking. You're still clinging to your old life. But that's what you came here to give up. And the first step is to shed yourself of your material possessions.
I'm walking out of here. Your choice what you want to do about it.
Ah, you're not worth the trouble. Plenty of easier marks. Get out of here before I change my mind.
I'm looking for Imogene Cabot.
Not that it's any of your business, but she and I are just having a little relationship trouble. You know how it is. She's not seeing anybody until she cools off.
I'm going to see her, one way or another. Your choice.
Take it easy. If you want to see her so bad, don't let me stand in your way. Here, I'll unlock the door for you. All yours, pal.
You must be Imogene.
Don't tell me. Jack sent you.
You're Jack's sister? I was expecting someone a bit... younger.
You really know how to flatter a lady, don't you? Just to be clear, I'm Jack's younger sister, the baby of the family. Once I get home and get some of Jack's serum, I'll be back to my usual stunning self.
Jack has a serum that reverses aging?
It's more like it halts aging. I started taking it when I was 32, so normally that's what I look like. You'll see once I get my treatment. I was well known as one of the belles of Boston society, back when there was any.
Actually, there's only one vial of the serum left. Raiders got the rest.
I'd better get home before Mother convinces Jack that she needs all of it. That he could still be such a mama's boy at his age is ridiculous. I'm so disappointed in Thomas. He seemed so interesting at first. But after we came here, he turned out to be just another brute. He actually thought he could force me to join his absurd cult.
Need anything before we go?
No. I didn't bring anything worth taking with me. Oh, I'm not going with you. You can tell Mother I'll be along home before too long. I just need a drink first.
Hi.
I can find my own way home. Thanks.
Hey.
Welcome.
Hear me now, Edward.
Excuse me.
Not now. This is maddening. Edward, switch over to the Hartley modulator. Do you copy?
now. How's this?
Oh, that's done it. Edward, what's going on there?
We're under attack. They're inside the building.
Inside? Can you keep them out of the basement?
I'm trying, Jack. I've never seen raiders that... For God's sake, Sammy, the doorway, right there. Sorry. Things are a little busy around here right now.
Listen, if they're inside the building, you have to go to the office and shut down the elevator. You can't risk them getting to Lorenzo.
Got it. Office. Elevator. You better round up whoever you can and get...
Hello? Edward? Come in. Edward! Ah! There's no signal at all. I've lost him.
What's happening, Jack? If these people are inside Parsons, if they free him...
Don't worry, I'll handle it.
I always knew it would end this way. I never should have allowed you to lock up Lorenzo in that place.
That isn't helping, Mother. And as I recall, using the serum was your idea, not mine.
So what are you going to do?
I said I'll handle it. I'm thinking.
Who are you again?
What's going on?
That was Edward. He's at Parsons, the old asylum. They're under attack by raiders. It's strange. The guards have held off raiders before without any trouble. I don't know what's gone wrong this time.
I found Emma Jean. She's fine.
Oh, yes, good.
Thank God. At least one small comfort on this terrible day.
You'll be wanting to be paid, of course. Edward usually handles these things. Caps is what you use for currency, isn't that right? Here. I hope that's the right amount. Now, we really need to focus on the current emergency.
How can you be so callous about your sister's safety?
I wonder if these could be the same raiders that stole that last shipment. If some of them had used the undiluted serum, it could explain their unusual success against Edward's men.
What exactly does this serum do?
I suppose it's time you knew. The main benefit of the serum is to halt aging. My family and I are all over 400 years old. But it also confers other side effects, especially in the undiluted form that the raiders stole. It increases strength and resistance to all kinds of physical damage. So at least some of these raiders may be much more dangerous than the ones you're used to dealing with.
I think it's time you told me what's really going on at Parsons.
You're right. It's past time you knew.
Jack, are you sure it's wise telling him all this?
My father, Lorenzo Cabot, is confined in Parsons. He became dangerously unstable after handling an artifact he found on an archaeological dig in Arabia. He gained various seemingly paranormal powers, as well as becoming increasingly irrational and violent. In the end, I had no choice but to confine him, for his own safety, as well as ours. In the course of my attempts to cure him, I discovered that the artifact had introduced anomalies into his blood. So the source of his insanity is also the basis of the treatments that have prolonged all our lives. The irony isn't lost on me, but if he were to escape from Parsons, I would lose my father forever. I will not allow that to happen. Not to mention that the artifact has made him paranoid, homicidally violent, and endowed with extraordinary abilities.
Exactly what abilities does he have?
Enhanced strength, unusual resistance to most kinds of physical damage. Oh, and a kind of local telekinesis, which appears to be projected by the artifact itself. That's why I've built a dampening field into his cell. Which is why we really need to stop these intruders before they turn it off. Before we go, I need you to understand, when we get to Parsons, you need to do exactly what
Why is that so?
If these intruders have gotten past Edward's men, they may have... I'm the only one who understands exactly...
Got it.
Good. Make sure you have whatever you'll need.
Jack, be careful. And try not to hurt him.
I love Father at least as much as you do. But you know as well as I do that if he gets free, there will only be one option.
Don't let it come to that, please.
I'll do my best, Mother. And if Imogene finally comes home, for God's sake, don't let her leave again until I get back. Now, I really do have to go.
Sweet.
Ready? Let's go. Just to be clear, under no circumstances can we allow Lorenzo to be freed from Parsons. I would have lost my father forever. I refuse to let that happen after spending so long trying to cure him. The artifact that's made Lorenzo so dangerous. I'm sure his psychosis would be cured if it could be removed. But so far, all my attempts have failed. It's fused too tightly with his nervous system. I'm well aware of the apparent conflict of interest in my father being the source of the treatment that is prolonging my own life. But I assure you, if I had the chance, I would gladly give it all up to have my father back, even for a short time.
Personal, just you or me.
Keep telling him we're running low on supply. Need to take more risks. Caravans ain't that well guarded.
Think you can hide? Only a fucking coward hides.
Almost there. Let's hope we're not too late. Edward's men seem to have given a good account of themselves. Not good enough, sadly. We need to get to my office. From there, we can see how bad things really are. Okay, stick close, follow my orders, and I'm sure everything will be fine. Let's go. Damn. The door's blocked from the other side somehow. We'll have to find a way around.
I can't believe this is gonna be worth the trouble. Look at this place. Nothing but dust and junk.
Oh, it's gonna be
Wait,
worth it.
listen.
If Lefty's right about
Get ready.
this being where that new juice is coming from, hell yeah, it's gonna be worth it.
How'd you get any of it anyway? Lefty doesn't even like you.
I cashed in some favors with people who Lefty does like. You just saw because you never got a taste.
You better be right. And Lefty better share it out fair, or it's not just me that's gonna be sore.
What? You were so dead. That's how you survive in the Commonwealth, asshole. Hiding? For me? Not even possible. I'm just getting started. End of the line! Feel that? It's called fear. This is my property. You are trespassing.
Where'd that little fucker go?
How many of those bastards are there?
Okay, I'll give you.
Edward, how badly are you hurt?
I'm not dead yet, but I don't think I can get up.
You kept them from using the elevator?
Yeah. I sent the elevator down to the basement, like you wanted, and shut it down.
Good.
Shot quite a few before they decided to leave me alone in here. Haven't seen anybody for quite a while. I think it's hard to keep track of time.
Are you sure you can't get up? I could really use your help.
Yeah, Jack. I'm pretty damn sure.
Well, then don't worry about it. Me and your friend here will...
Perfect.
have to take care of things ourselves. They've definitely reached the basement. Although I don't understand how they knew how to get
I'll be
past
all
it.
right.
It doesn't matter now. We'll have to go through the abandoned part of the building. It looks like the adrenaline field is still functioning. Although several of the security doors in the basement have already been breached. We'd better hurry if we want to stop them. They seem determined
Don't
to
worry
reach
about
Lorenzo
me.
for some reason.
I'm not going any further until you tell me.
I suppose it's time you... It's hard to overstate exactly how dangerous the art... In addition to being homicidally psychotic, he has also gained enhanced strength. He also commands a kind of local telekinesis, which appears to be... Now, we need to get to the basement before these intruders find a way to set Lorenzo free. Follow me.
Be careful, Jack. You too.
Of the essence. Kill them quickly! We never used this wing. Nobody's been in here for decades. There's no telling what we'll run into. What a mess. Let's hope we can find a way through. The utility elevator is on the bottom floor. Come on.
Don't like who tells us anything.
Those mercs put up a good fight, huh?
Yeah, not exactly the pushover that we were promised.
If I find you, I'm putting up...
Oh, yes. Yeah, ghosts aren't real. Everybody knows that.
This is gonna be fun! That's how it's done, boys. Probably bugged out already.
Where'd that little fucker go? When you turn up, you're dead.
Only a fucking coward hides.
No sign of him now. That's what I'm worried about. Hey, let's go eat. I'm starving. You can eat when I'm dancing. What the fuck was that? I'm coming to see what that was.
What the hell is that?
So if you're like a ghost or whatever, just leave me alone. Give up now? I'll make it quick. Get down! Get down! Just run! Lost him. dare ya? Open fire! If I find you, put the fucking bullet in there. Keep your eyes open. I think this asshole's using a stealth board.
Where did you assholes keep coming from? Ah! Oh, it's on! It's you! Me!
Got it.
Just getting warmed up over here. Oh, man, come back. I was having fun. Oh, I know you're here. I'll find you. Only a fucking coward hides. Yeah, keep running. Find him and kill him!
We don't have time for this!
Come on, pin him down! I've done this hundreds of times. Different. Leg! It's broken!
More of them?
I can't see!
Good. The old utility elevator is still working. This will take us to the basement. Come on, this is the only way down.
Going down. Basement.
Kill everyone you see. Don't hesitate. You can't let them release Lorenzo.
Hell no!
That's it.
All those assholes upstairs, they still can't stop these clowns from barging in here? Come on, damn you! Get that door!
Those idiots are trying to shut down the Abremlin field. That's the only thing keeping Lorenzo from breaking out of there. We need to get in there and stop them.
Hello, Jack. It's been a long time since I've had the pleasure of a personal visit.
Father, I will stop this.
My powers have grown, Jack. The artifact still has so much to teach me. Once I am free, I will be happy to teach you too.
You know I can't let you out until I can remove the artifact. Let me see. Lucifer's balls. They've locked down all the security doors. I'll have to open them one by one from here while you work your way down the hallway. Quickly now!
That's right. You need to shut down the containment field in order to open the door.
You get this open, everybody gets a hit of the juice.
I'll be happy to show you how to get more of the serum, as soon as you let me out of here. That's right. You need to shut down the containment field in order to open
the Abremlin field is down!
Apparently, even the simplest task was beyond your capabilities. That's it. Straight return. Now, I will finally be free.
There's still one chance. I just need a moment to enter the failsafe codes. It's not too late. It will take some time for him to regain his powers. We still have a chance to stop him.
Don't listen to my son. He's the crazy one. You know
Perfect.
this.
Hell yeah.
Look at what he's done to me.
I built a failsafe into the containment grid. Switch the 4 Abremlin generators to manual override, and I can flood his cell with a lethal dose of Zeta radiation.
Ah, at long last, you...
Father, don't do this.
Too late, Jack. Why don't you wait there so that we can have that little chat that... so long.